Okay, my friends, starting out laying down, take a little time to fidget and find your most comfortable posture. You might have your knees bent or your arms bent, and we'll just exist here for a little while. Okay, rocking the hips is nice. And then once you're down, maybe intentionally find a little extra length in your spine by moving your hips an inch away from your shoulders and moving your shoulders an inch away from your hips. Then already we have a lot more space to breathe now that we're here. So we'll find those long inhales that we take in as much air as we can. And complete exhales where you empty the lungs. Long spine inhales. And release a little bit more tension, exhales. And keep breathing here. Allow your focus to rest on your breath for a little while. And this is a great way for us to transition from the busyness of the day. All right, friends, we'll start to move a little bit. So take your feet wide. We'll do some windshield wipers here, dropping our knees side to side. And then just play around with how wide you'd like your feet to be. Okay. If you take them wider, then that's a little bit more that your hips are obliged to move your knees around. So play with that. Maybe at first this is quite passive, or letting the knees get pulled downward. But eventually maybe activating the knees downward a little bit more, using that inner and outer hip musculature. Maybe feeling a few little pops and crackles, no problem. As long as they feel good, they usually are. All right, and next time you drop your knees to the right, let's let them drop all the way out there. We'll stack the left knee on top of the right, and we'll turn to face all the way out to the right in what I like to call a sandwich shape. So from here, we want to stack everything very neatly. We have left ankle stacked over right, left knee over right, hips, shoulders, even the hands. Okay, we can stack everything here. But let's make sure before we begin to move that we don't lose the length in the spine. Sometimes it's tempting to let the spine sag toward the ground here. So please make sure to make a little bit of space under your right hip, under your right side, so that you could slide your whole entire forearm under that right side. It's a little mouse hole. And also make your neck long, please. Now we have the long spine. We're ready to twist. Let's put the left fingertips on the ground. And with your inhale, think of sweeping that huge half circle over your head. Eventually looking out to the left, grounding that left shoulder blade. And exhaling to bring it back around. So attempting to make such a huge shape here, we want to invite as much movement and mobility in that left shoulder as we can. All right, so find that length in the spine. And with every inhale, at the top of the inhale, really focus on pressing that shoulder blade, that left shoulder blade, to the floor. Okay, feeling that left side of the chest open up. And next time you reach out to the left, let's hold there. We'll just enjoy that for a little while. Okay, maybe you need to pick up your shoulder blades and place them down so they both sit more satisfyingly on the floor. But ground that left shoulder blade and breathe. Maybe 3 or 4 long, slow breaths here. Maybe the right hand grabs a knee if that feels appropriate. Okay, last breath here. And bring it back in. Let's drop the knees to the other side. Let's make a left facing sandwich shape. Right, I'll spin around to face you. So everything is stacked. Heels, knees, hips, shoulders, and hands. But remember your long spine. Do you notice that the left side tends to want to sag? Okay, lift it up. Make that mouse hole. Make sure that the right hip is stacked. The neck is long. And now we're ready to open up the right shoulder. So inhaling, right fingers trace a huge half circle over your head. Look into the right. Then exhaling, bring it back. Maybe close your eyes while you do this. Okay, just kind of appreciating moving without looking. And when you eliminate the sense of sight, the other senses kick it up a notch, and it can be quite exciting. Maybe next time you open up, that'll be the one we hold, okay? Open up and let's enjoy this twist for a little while. Please enjoy 3 or 4 long, slow breaths. Right shoulder blade is pressing down. The right side of the chest feels huge and expansive. Maybe the left hand grabs a knee. Last breath here. And as you're ready, pull the knees back in. Then we'll bring both knees in toward the chest. You can grab one knee in each hand and circle out the hips, just kind of gently stirring things. Let's make sure we rewind that. Okay, and then let's let the left leg shoot out toward the end of the mat. So press the left foot away from you like you're actually trying to push something away with the bottom of your left foot. And then use your fingers interlaced around your right shin or the back of your right thigh if the knee is sensitive or angry today. And let's ground the shoulder blades first of all. Pull the right knee towards your chest. Second, and push a little bit more through the left heel, hovering just off the floor. One more big breath in, and then with your exhale, drop that left foot. Just relax it to the floor. Now you were moving that right knee toward the center of your chest. Could you pull it out toward the armpit as if you're trying to put that right knee into your armpit, and then take your maybe one forearm to that right knee, or you can even hook it behind the thigh if that makes sense. Maybe 2 forearms makes sense, but let's ground that shoulder blade on both sides. Take a few breaths. All right, feeling that hip kind of peel open. And then let's take fingers interlaced behind the thigh, okay? And we'll quite simply begin to press the heel out to the ceiling and then pull it in toward the glute. Right heel presses up. Right heel comes in toward the glute. Okay, so while we're doing this, here's what I want you to think about. Shoulder blades on the floor, okay? Gentle encouragement of the right knee toward your heart. So you're still encouraging it, okay? And then the right knee does not need to extend fully. It can be a partial extension. But next time you press the heel up, hold. And make sure we have a nice flex in the foot. Go ahead and get your right foot flexed and the ankle. Feel that calf stretch. Breathe. Maybe pull the knee a teensy bit closer. One more big breath here. And flex the knee. We're going to let that foot come back down toward the glute. Okay, let's bring in the left leg. We'll take it into a figure 4 shape from here. So we'll have the right ankle on the left knee. And we're thinking of moving the right knee away from the nose, okay? But if that's too much in the inner thigh, you can, of course, relax. But notice when you move the right knee away, you're feeling kind of a peeling open in your right inner thigh, okay? So just kind of thinking about that here. Let's take the arms out wide. And we'll turn this into another gentle twist. But to do this, we need to make sure that our legs stay in this figure 4 kind of shape. So kind of lock them in. And you can do that by keeping the right ankle flexed and keeping the right knee moving away from your nose. So that being said, let's drop the knees to one side and bring them over to the other side. And we'll take a few breaths like this, just gently twisting your low back. Such a gentle twist. And to get the most from this, think of looking away from your legs. Whatever direction your legs are moving, you're looking away so that your neck gets the benefit of that as well. Okay, keep that figure 4 shape. All right, the next time your knees drop to the right, okay, pause here. Notice your right knee is on the floor now. You're still in the figure 4 shape. Let's just change one thing. Let's walk the left foot to the left until the knees have fallen as low as you want them to go. So just whatever makes sense for you here. All right. And we're just going to breathe, looking away from your legs. That's all. All right. If you're feeling enough here, just be here. No reason to go anywhere else. If you'd like to feel a little more in your inner and outer hips, okay, press the knees downward. Just think about using that left inner thigh to pull the knee downward and using the right outer hip to pull the right knee downward. As you are ready, let's pull that knee, those knees back up and in and drop them to the left. Boom. Okay. So the left knee has fallen to the floor and the right foot, if we could bring that right foot all the way to the floor, that'd be great. But if it doesn't come all the way, don't feel like you have to force it if it's painful. You can just hook the right heel on your left thigh. But get it down if you can. And then let's make this feel just right. So first of all, we're going to test this out just by moving the right knee away from the nose. So you really feel that hip opening, okay? If you want a little more, you have 2 options. Option 1 is to slide your right heel up towards your left hip and continue to press the right knee away. Option 2, you can use these together or separately, is to grab the left knee and pull it up in. Okay, a little bit more opening. Definitely feel a difference there. So make sure it feels right and you can still press the right knee away. For your last few breaths, go ahead and look away from your legs. As you are ready, we're rocking this figure 4 shape back in through center, and we'll shake it out here. Go ahead and take the feet wide and just kind of wiggle windshield wiper your legs. All right, are you ready for the other side, for the left hip? Here we go. Let's extend the right leg out as if we're pushing the front of the mat away, and bring the left knee in. You can grab the thigh, you can grab the shin. Shoulder blades are grounding, friends. Okay, knee moving toward the center of the chest as we push through the right heel. Nice breath. Could you move the knee a little closer? One more big breath here. And let that right leg just relax, kind of flop on the ground. And now let's move the left knee toward the left armpit. Maybe tuck it in so close that you can take your forearms, one or two around it, but do ground your shoulder blades. Remember to breathe. And you know exactly what to do with the corners of your mouth here. For some face yoga, it's a great time for some face yoga. All right. Ready to extend that hamstring a little bit. Get some space in there. Okay? So we can interlace behind the thigh now, fingers interlaced, and we'll start to flex and extend. Okay? Remember, you don't have to extend your knee all the way. Don't force your hamstring to do anything it's not excited about. Don't ever want to upset our hamstrings, guys. They are our life partners. So do keep a nice flex in your left ankle. Notice how that feels in your calf. Next time you press up, let's hold. Let's just enjoy. Shoulder blades grounded, knee to chest. Flex that foot. Feel that hamstring letting go. One more breath. And bend that knee. Come on down out of that. Let's take a figure 4 here. So left ankle will flex and come onto that right knee. Left knee will move away. So we're already working the outer left hip and we're opening the left inner thigh, okay? Hands out to the side, friends. We're going to start to twist, but keep your figure 4 shape crisp, please. Okay, if you keep that left leg flexed at the knee, the ankle, and moving it away from you, okay, it'll keep that figure 4 shape. Looking away from your knees so that you get that twist all the way up to the base of your skull. Okay, next time the knees drop to the left, let's hold it there. The left knee is down. Okay, to some degree, begin to walk the right foot out away from your left foot until they've sunk enough, until the knees have sunk enough for you. Okay, and then look away from your knees. Nice breath, maybe beginning to activate the knees downward if you want a little more here. Feels nice across that right outer hip. And then let's bring the legs back in and drop them to the right. Okay, left foot is now on the floor. Okay, options. First of all, just press the left knee away. Just make sure that that is not too much and you really need more. If you really need more, slide the left foot in towards your right hip. Make sure it's on the floor. Okay, still need more? Move the right knee up and in. All right, keep pressing the left knee away. Breathe here. As you're ready, relax that. We're going to rock it back up and into center. And let's take a few more windshield wipers. Nice work, friends. Hips feeling nice and open. If you tuck your hands behind your knees here, we can take a few rocks up to a seat and then rolling back down. Rock it up, roll it down. Feels nice on your back. If it doesn't happen fluidly, try taking your knees wide until it feels a little bit more fluid. Sometimes it can be kind of an awkward movement, but that's okay. Okay, next time you're up, let's just be up. Alrighty? And then bring your feet close together. Find a little butterfly type of shape. And then a word about this, the closer you bring your feet towards you, the more pressure you'll be putting on your knees. So just make sure that's a good idea. Whatever's going on with your feet is also good for your knees. If your knees are unhappy, move your feet away from you, okay? That being said, you can always put your hands on the floor or your legs for support, maybe reaching them up if you want to get them out of the way. But I'm going to ask you to do something strange. Push your feet together and breathe. I know it feels like you may not be doing anything, but continue to try to press your feet together and breathe. Close your eyes. 3 more breaths. Press your feet together and breathe. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Go ahead and let that go. Okay, now take your left foot a little closer to you and your right foot a little further away until your right foot is in front of your left. Okay, so you've kind of staggered your legs here. And then with your longest spine, of course, you can drop your fingertips beside you and just begin to lean your heart forward as if you were just thinking about moving your heart past your right toes. Okay, and you may notice your spine starting to round, but do your best to keep the heart lifting and the spine long. And then maybe fold a little more. Breathe. Long spine inhale. Maybe heart moves a little bit more forward. Exhale. Okay, maybe your hands are in front of you now. Okay, at some point, it may be appropriate for you to grab onto your ankles, one ankle on each hand, and you can rest your elbows on your knees. And just think of lengthening your spine out of your hips. Instead of thinking of pushing or pulling, think of spine lengthening. Inhale. Sink deeper, exhale. Okay, continue to think about maybe using 5 to 10% of your strength here to press the floor away. Okay, so not a huge effort, just a little bit of activity, resisting gravity a little bit. Maybe one more breath. And then as you're ready, you can use your fingertips on the ground to press it back up. And then we'll switch sides. We'll take the left foot out where the right foot is. The right foot comes in, so the feet are staggered in the opposite direction now. And this is our second side, so it might be totally different. So long spine inhale. And exhale, heart moves forward. Same idea, so slow. We have time to move slowly here. We have all the time in the world. All right, keep the spine long. Maybe after a few breaths, you grab one ankle with each hand, elbows on knees, and lengthen. As you're ready, friends, we're rocking it, rolling it back up. Okay, one more thing. Could we just put both of our feet back together this time? Maybe a little bit further out away from us than it was the first time, okay? Maybe just a little experimentation there. Again, fingertips down, spine is long, inhale. And exhale, begin to walk that heart forward. Okay, not 100% of the strength in the legs, but maybe 5 to 10% of the strength in the legs, actively pressing the floor down. Maybe grab your ankles, elbows to knees, spine lengthens. All right, as you're ready, walk your hands back up. Okay, use your hands underneath your knees to put them back together. So support your knees back in toward each other. And then we'll drop both knees out to one side and we'll come to hands and knees. I'll meet you there. Let's take a few cat-cows here, just cleansing the palate. Inhaling, heart moves forward. Lift your belly button in as your heart gets pulled between your arms. And exhale, push the floor away. Maybe tuck your toes and get a nice stretch at the bottom of your feet. Let's take a few more breaths like that. Inhale, heart forward. And exhale, press the floor. Okay, give me a few little rounding side to side ones, too. All right, and then I'll meet you with a flat back. So find your longest spine ever, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And with your inhale, reach your right hand up. We're thinking of twisting open your big chest. Now, you may not be able to go all the way up at first. No problem if it's more like diagonal. And with your exhale, reach under your left arm. We're going to bend that left elbow. And think about setting your right shoulder down next to your left hand. Maybe twisting to look up or to the left. We're coming back up. Okay, inhaling, press back up, make a big open chest. Exhaling, bring it down. Just where we were before, big twist. One more, big breath in. Last big exhale. Okay, come on down. Set the right shoulder down next to the left hand. And let's just be here. If you want a little bit more space for your spine, walk your knees back a couple inches so you feel like you have that space, okay? And then let's talk about some options. Maybe your left fingers touch the floor in the direction that you're looking and kind of press it away to deepen your twist. Let's make sure we have shoulders away from ears, right? Maybe the left hand reaches up. Maybe it drops across your back. Just dropping. You can maybe grab for your right thigh. Long spine inhales. Belly button to spine exhales. All right, my friends, unwind yourself. Slowly come on up. And we'll do the other side. So from hands and knees, inhaling. This time the left arm is reaching up, big chest. And exhale, reach under that right arm, reach so far. Reaching up on the inhale. Bring it down on the exhale. One more, just like that. Big breath in. Big exhale. Ground that left shoulder. And let's take a few breaths right here. Okay, from here, maybe you want to move your knees back a little bit. Maybe the right fingertips press into the floor to deepen this twist. But don't feel like you have to force anything to happen. Okay, just allow this twist to open up naturally. Maybe the right fingers reach up. Remember your long neck, please. Always long in the neck. Maybe we drape the right arm across the back. And you can grab for your left thigh. Nice breath. This inverted twist, not only realigning your spine, massaging your organs, but sending a message to your brain that you want to relax. Okay, inversions, they just really get us in that relaxed state. So as you're ready, unwind yourself. Come on up and out, please. Let's take the knees really wide here and the toes together. Let's find a big wide leg child's pose. Okay, fingertips out, armpits lifting. Okay, and then really reach your fingertips out. Just get a nice opening in that armpit area. Think of spreading your armpits away from your ears. Big breath. And as you are ready, my friends, come back up to hands and knees and find a comfy seat. We might try a Sukhasana, okay, easy pose. We can take one heel and just pull it in very close to your hips. And then you can grab the other heel and just tuck it in there nicely. So it's kind of comfortable. You can feel your spine is long. Your hip bones are equally weighted. And go ahead and just sit up nice and tall here. Close your eyes. Okay, find your center of gravity in your mind's eye. Scan your body, find that somewhere behind your belly button, okay? There's the center of your gravity. We're rocking the belly button in, we're pointing the tailbone a little bit forward and lifting the spine as we drop the shoulder blades. We're feeling very centered. Ribs over hips. All right, keep your eyes closed. Keep that spine long. As you inhale and reach all your hands up. And as you exhale, just twist out to the right. We're going to take the right fingers behind and the left fingers in front. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Look behind. Let's do that a few more times. Okay, center on the inhale, twist on the exhale. So it's kind of tempting here to pull yourself into a twist, and we can do that. But first, before we do that, let's just experiment. How much can your body twist on its own without any external assistance? Aren't you curious to know? Okay. So maybe just floating the fingertips, just lightly touching the floor at first, finding that intrinsic twisting strength. And then once you're satisfied there, once you've built a little warmth, then maybe begin to use the fingertips to propel you more deeply into this twist. And next time you twist out to the right, let's hold it there. Hold and breathe. Maybe the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Okay, you can kind of gently deepen your twist there. Long spine inhales. Big twist exhales. One more breath here. And then we're inhaling through center. Other side. Exhale, twist to the left, hold. Maybe right hand to the outside of the left knee. Okay, long spine inhales. Big twist exhales. All right, bringing it back to center on your inhale. as you exhale, drop your hands. We're going to take the right leg out to the right. So just send it out there. Okay, flexing that knee a little bit. We'll take the right hand across to the left thigh and kind of grab on tight. Inhaling here, left arm up. Make sure to ground that left hip. And exhale, reach to the right. Okay, we don't have to go very far. Inhale to bring it up. Ground that left hip. Exhale, reach to the right. Remember to keep your neck long. Keep it soft in the neck. One more time. Big breath in, coming up. Ground that left hip. And exhale, reach to the right. And let's hold here. Now you're welcome to keep it up in the air and just have a little twist. You're welcome to bring it down and have a big twist. But if you get excited and you want to grab your right foot, awesome. But don't lose sight. Okay, don't lose that left hip on the ground. Breathe. Left hip down. One more breath here. And then inhale yourself out. Use the left side musculature that we just finished stretching. As you come all the way up and out, drop that left hand on the floor. Put the right foot on the floor. Let's press up to a supported side plank. We might need to adjust this left leg, making sure the knee is under the hip. The lower leg points back. And then come on up, friends. We're just going to take a few long, slow breaths here. Right hand reaches away from right foot. Possibly, if everything's feeling great, we can bend the right elbow and peel the heart open a little bit. One more big breath in here. And spiral it back down. Come on down. We'll switch sides. So we'll bring that right foot in and send the left leg out long to the side. Remember to keep a little tiny bend in the back of your left knee. And go ahead and flex that left foot so you get that bonus calf stretch. Left hand comes across and grabs the right thigh nice and tight. Inhale here, right arm up. Remember to ground your right hip and exhale to the left. 2 more times just like that, okay? Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, bring it over. Don't lose your neck. Don't lose the hip. One more time, up to center. And bring it over. Breathe right here. Option to go for that left foot, but don't lose the right hip on the floor and don't lose your long neck. Extra space in that whole right side. Spread it open with your breath. One more big breath in here. As you're ready, use the right side muscles we just stretched to come on up. Ground that right hand, ground the left foot. Supported side plank. Press yourself up, guys. Make sure you move that right knee so it's more supportive, okay, under your right hip. And reach the left hand out away from the left foot. Big breath. Maybe the left arm bends and we peel the chest open. One more breath here, my friends. And then as you're ready, spiral it back down. Let's find a seat. Okay, find that seat. Again, you might try easy pose, Sukhasana, but this time do the opposite foot in. And the other foot is in front. Let your hands rest on your knees. Let your hips be heavy on the floor. And again, find your center of gravity. Think of pulling the belly button back, rocking the pelvis so the tailbone points forward a little bit. Somewhere behind your belly button is the very center of your gravity. What if you could just rise up out of that with your chest coming up, your shoulder blades coming down. Okay, and this is where we'll end our practice. You're always welcome to lay down or find any kind of resting posture that makes more sense for you. But wherever you are, allow the breath to become so slow that it's almost effortlessly kind of diffusing in and out through your nose. Let the jaw relax into a soft smile. And watch the breath moving in and out. If your thoughts get distracting, you can try giving your mind something to kind of focus on. One helpful thing could be just saying to yourself as you inhale, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in your mind. And in your mind, as you exhale, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And please stay here, resting for as long as you can. I hope that you feel wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me.